Tonight,
Montreal has won their first Walter Cup.
Montreal takes the Walter Cup to the disappointment of Ottawa fans. Trouble recycling tires and why it may be turning into a provincial problem. Plus, the 100-year-old Ottawa man becoming a living example to the phrase, age is just a number. Good evening. In a do-or-die Game 4, it was death to Ottawa's Walter Cup dreams tonight. The Charge falling victim to a blowout, unable to put any pucks in the net.
What a game to Felix. Victoire. Montreal has won their first Walter Cup.
In some ways, there was a lack of drama for fans used to seeing wins separated by a point or games going into overtime. The Montreal Victoire, determined to take the cup home with them tonight, would defeat the Charge in their hometown 4-0. It's not the outcome Ottawa fans were hoping for. Some wanted to at least keep the trophy in the case for a Game 5. Even then, they are proud of the athletes who kept them electrified for another season.
It's so awful. I thought, like, for Carla, we were going to get it. We didn't. Maybe next year?
They worked hard, and then we got overrun in the last little bit. But the fans were great. They made such a good push.
Oh, it was an exciting game. I thought everyone is really into the game, and I thought from start to finish, it had lots of excitement.
Oh, just keep working hard, girls, and stay together. Don't leave us, please, because we love you.
The Charge will have more competition in the 2026-2027 season. The league is doubling in size from the original 6 and expanding to 12 teams. It also means Ottawa could lose some of their best players during trades. Tonight's attendance was 12,362. CTV Ottawa has extended coverage of the team's journey up to this point, including tonight's pre-game excitement. Just go to our website, ctvnewsottawa.ca. Staying with the theme of athleticism, there's one Ottawa man getting a lot of attention, not for the race he plans on taking part in this weekend, but rather the age at which he's doing it. CTV's Leah Larocque explains.
I set a fairly good pace.
It's time to go.
We'll turn and go back. Can we do that?
Roy Allen isn't waiting for anyone.
And I always go on the inside.
Every step counts as he prepares to lace up in the 5K at Ottawa Race Weekend, where he is set to be the oldest participant ever.
On the 5th of April, I was 100. Being 100 hasn't made any difference in how I feel.
Allen has never done Race Weekend before, and participating was his daughter Sarah Bercier's idea.
He has all his original joints. He has, I know, it's crazy. He has like nothing wrong with him. They're creating a new age category for him because nobody over 100 has officially done this before.
Allen definitely doesn't act his age. He dances, bowls, and recently went snorkeling. Walking, part of his routine.
At home, when I'm walking, I have to do 11 laps to make 5K, and I put 5 pens in my pocket, and every time I do a lap, I put a pen in the other pocket.
Apart from proving that age is just a number, Mr. Allen is raising crucial funds for 4 organizations that have helped him in retirement, as well as his wife, who is living with dementia. Raising funds for the Council on Aging of Ottawa, the Dementia Society, the Pearly Health, where his wife Melba now lives.
We know she's well looked after 24 hours a day.
And the Gloucester 50+ Centre.
The people there remember the Great Depression. They remember the Second World War, and some of them took part in that. So we can talk about those things.
Each lap of the mall, 700 meters. 7 laps equal to his race distance.
Good. I did 1 lap.
He says he's waited his whole life for this historic walk.
It was something that hadn't been done. Why wouldn't I go and do it?
Leah Larocque, CTV News.
And we're wishing you all the best, Mr. Allen. The Tamarack Ottawa Race Weekend will see around 40,000 take part, and that means tens of thousands heavily invested in the forecast. We'll have the long range a little later, but here's Jackie Paris with our first check. Jackie.
Well, thanks so much, Stefan. It was quite the windy day in the capital, and temperatures dropping significantly into our overnight. Clear skies for the most part. We'll have another sunny day, but tomorrow will be our coolest day of the week. We are hitting about the mid-teens for tomorrow, expecting a daytime high about 15 degrees. You'll notice, though, that the winds are going to be much calmer than what we saw today, with the wind gusts up to about 30 to 40 kilometers per hour. And keep in mind, a frost advisory is in effect for parts of Ontario, including the Valley. We'll get a closer look at this and more in just a bit. Stefan.
Thank you, Jackie. In other news, a stretch of Highway 7 has reopened after a serious crash earlier tonight. Ontario Provincial Police had closed the highway between Ebbs Bay Road in Innisville and Scotch Corners Road in McCreary's following a two-vehicle crash. Police sent out the alert just before 8:30 tonight. They say one person had minor injuries and that there was another taken to hospital with serious ones. The problems plaguing the parking lot at the DND headquarters on Carling Avenue has prompted a joint meeting. The city, OC Transpo, and officials with the Department of National Defence are working towards a solution for public servants to get to work without worries of being ticketed or towed. CTV's Tyler Fleming has more.
It is on-the-street parking for Dilip Bhaskar.
There is no parking space in TNT right now. The horrible days are like Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays because most people comes to the office on that day.
He's one of roughly 5,000 Department of National Defence employees coming to the Carling campus each day. But there aren't enough parking spots for everyone.
It's not good. I mean, it's completely packed.
Many workers call parking here a nightmare. And during that scramble, if you do park in the wrong spot...
I got a ticket from that DND Carling campus and my car towed away.
Now, an internal DND memo obtained by CTV News suggests officials expect parking pressures to worsen this fall as more workers return to office. The memo outlines possible solutions following a meeting with city and OC Transpo officials.
They need to come up with a plan.
Ideas include express buses from key transit hubs, nearby park and ride lots, and discounted transit passes. The document also explores a possible sidewalk link from the future Moody LRT station to Carling campus, about a 1.5 kilometer walk.
Anything which is helpful for the coming to the office, to the commute, I would highly appreciate it on that.
OC Transpo notes talks are still early, but Bhaskar calls it a positive sign, saying he'd leave the car at home if reliable transit existed in order to avoid the morning parking disaster.
No, I don't want to get towed again. I don't need to pay $400 every day, right?
Tyler Fleming, CTV News.
In the meantime, the idea of digital sovereignty is becoming a priority for governments, and as CTV's Austin Lee reports, this comes as city officials try to sell the nation's capital as a world-class tech hub.
We are the only Canadian company on the federal government procurement vehicle for cloud services. The rest are all American.
Inside ThinkOn's Nepean data center, private and secure data is stored for governments and businesses. It's one of few Canadian companies in the industry.
There is really a shortage of strong domestic providers. There should be more of us.
ThinkOn's Nepean location is one of 11 the company operates across the country at a time when data sovereignty is top of mind for many.
Data sovereignty could very well be the most important technological issue of our time, especially here in Canada.
But why exactly is data sovereignty so important?
If you take out your cell phone and you unlock it, would you be willing to give it to the person next to you and allow them to go through all your pictures, all your images, all your emails? And most people would say, no, I'm not okay with somebody getting access to my personal phone like that because this is my personal information. Then why are we okay with a foreign government having access to, or potentially having access to that data?
American data centers follow American laws, regardless of where the data stored there originates from. With the recent political tension between Canada and the U.S., there's a push to build more data centers here at home.
We should have been making these investments even before Donald Trump re-entered the White House. But here we are. And Canadians are learning that we make the rules when we build the playgrounds.
Which is why companies like ThinkOn play a key role in Canada's technological future.
If you work with local domestic providers, you make them better. And by making them better, you make them more competitive. And if they're more competitive, then they can in turn deliver services to a broader array of customers locally and keep the money in Canada.
ThinkOn founder and CEO Craig McClellan says he believes in the future of Ottawa's tech industry.
When you put a bunch of smart people together in the same region, even if they're working for competitors, there's still, it's a rising tide that floats all boats.
Austin Lee, CTV News.
And how's this for data? According to the Ottawa Fire Service, 54 fires have been started by lithium-ion batteries in the city over the past 2.5 years, and at least 6 fires have been linked to electric vehicles or e-bikes. Councillor David Hill asked city staff for data on lithium-ion battery fires following a story by CTV's Katie Griffin back in March. Fire officials say 23 of the fires have caused significant structural damage to homes, while 31 were contained to the area of origin. 2 5-month-old puppies were found abandoned in Manotick and are now in the care of the Ottawa Humane Society. The dogs were discovered in a parking lot on Saturday. Officials say while the pair were scared, underweight, and covered in small scabs, they were now doing well. The organization says if pet owners feel they need help or can no longer care for their animals, there are options.
The Ottawa Humane Society is here, and we can help you take care of your animal. We have some great programs like a pet food bank, wellness clinics, temporary boarding for people in crisis. And if none of those services can help you keep your pet, we're here to make sure they have a soft place to land.
The Humane Society is thanking a Manotick business and the public for stepping in to care for the dogs and dropping them off at the shelter.
We're getting reports from hundreds of collection sites across the province that they're now stranded with hundreds to thousands of tires.
Coming up, tire swapping season is pretty much over, but there's trouble in recycling paradise. We'll explain in just a few minutes.
You're watching CTV News at 11:30 with Stefan Keys.
Here's a live look through our Centennial glass sky cam. The temperature right now is 12 degrees. And here's Jackie with a closer look at that forecast. And Jackie, shorts may have been okay during the day today. Right now, not so much. I learned the hard way taking a walk earlier.
Well, I feel like I've been on point because I came in with a thick coat this morning. People made fun of me. They're like, why are you in a thick coat? It's so nice outside. I'm like, wait until this evening. Temperatures are dropping significantly. Overnight lows going to about 3 degrees. Yes, there is a risk of frost moving through the region. A frost advisory is in effect for the overnight. We'll get to that in just a bit. Tomorrow, though, here in Ottawa, daytime high is 15 degrees, mainly sunny skies. The wind will be much calmer as well. Take a look at tonight's lows. Yes, the frost advisory in effect because, as you can see, many parts of the region are going to be hovering around the freezing mark or below. So Bancroft around 0, Pembroke, Kittigan, ZB about 1 degree. It's still warm along the Seaway, about 4-6 degrees. No frost advisory in effect there or here in Gatineau or Ottawa. So tomorrow's daytime highs, we will still be in those double digits, but on the cooler side, about 15 to 16 degrees. The good news is lots of sunshine. You can leave the umbrella at home, and this will extend into our Friday. Much sunshine is in the forecast as well. A closer look at the next several days, you can see that those overnight lows, not just for tonight, but into Friday as well, will be hovering around 3-4 degrees. It'll start to warm up by the time we get to Saturday for those overnights. We'll get closer back to seasonal. And by the start of the early week, we will see 26 degree as well. But this weekend could see a chance of showers moving through. Stefan.
Thank you, Jackie. Tires that are supposed to be recycled appeared to be piling up at Ontario mechanics and tire dealers, a sign of a tire recycling system under pressure. As CTV's John Woodward reports, the provincial government is exploring a way to fix it, but critics say it's not enough.
It's been busy at Amarjeet Singh's tire shop as many customers are switching from winter to summer tires.
We have the more cars coming, more tire installing.
When a tire he encounters is at the end of its life, it's supposed to be recycled. But try as he might, Singh can't get anyone to pick them up.
I can see since maybe 2 months or 3 months, nobody came.
The result, a pile of tires in front of his Northern Etobicoke store, and he's not the only mechanic spinning his wheels. We found hundreds of tires at other stores in the area, with an industry group saying it's happening all around.
We're getting reports from hundreds of collection sites across the province that they're now stranded with hundreds to thousands of tires.
It was the same story just 6 months ago. Consumers pay about $5 a tire that goes to companies contracted to pick them up, known as producer responsibility organizations, but they just weren't accepting them.
Ontario's government just finished consultations on proposed measures that would require these organizations to pick up from anywhere with more than 50 tires and guarantee a response time.
We're basically
teetering towards a tire crisis.
But the NDP's Tom Merkocevic says that's not enough. He's calling for the recycling targets to be lifted from about 65% back to 90% where they were before these tire piles started being an issue.
The producers got together, lobbied the government, they dropped the target down to 65%, and voila, you got tires everywhere because people are paying to recycle tires that are not getting recycled.
The worst-case scenario, a tire fire, just like what happened in Hagersville in 1990. Ontario's Ministry of Environment said in a statement it's reviewing the consultations and, to be clear, our government expects producers and producer responsibility organizations to collect and manage all end-of-life tires as they become available. That may take months, with the per-tire price expected to increase in the meantime to $6 a tire. Singh has one big question.
I don't have any more room to where are we going to keep the tires.
He wants the tire recyclers to get rolling. John Woodward, CTV News.
Each one actually gets the opportunity to have a residency for a week in our pop-up shop here at the Byward Market.
Coming up, Ottawa's new vendor village ready to welcome visitors. We'll bring you on a tour right after this.
Get the latest live, local breaking news. Sign up now for our morning and evening CTV News Ottawa newsletter. The best local content from CTV News, Your Morning Ottawa, and News Talk 580 CFRA. Get it all in one place. Sign up now at ctvnewsottawa.ca. The CTV News Ottawa newsletter is brought to you in part by CAA Business.
You can now celebrate diverse cultures while shopping local and supporting entrepreneurs looking to launch their businesses. CTV's Peter Sperling has more on a new vendor village right here in the Byward Market.
Entrepreneur Omar Jabber has goals for his business, Chewy Puff Cookies.
To sell out, to make people enjoy my cookie, and to contribute to the community.
He moved to Canada from Yemen as a refugee at just 18 years old.
Looking for a place that I could call a home and to, start a new life.
He's one of 23 participants taking part in Immigrant Entrepreneur Canada's Retail Incubator program this year.
We take immigrant entrepreneurs at an early stage or idea stage, and we provide them 2 months of education, and then after their 2 months of education on business foundations, mentorship, and so on and so forth, each one actually gets the opportunity to have a residency for a week in our pop-up shop here at the Byward Market.
The pop-up shop located here in the Byward Market along George Street in the new Vendor Village.
To test their products, sell to real people, and really launch their business.
This is my grandmother's recipe and my mother's recipe.
A new shop, different entrepreneur every week until the end of October.
I was working in the kitchen for many years. I was working in the show center, the Parliament Hill, but since right now it's time to do my own things, my own roots.
It's such a great opportunity to actually have this space where we are just immigrants, and then we get to share our challenges and all the excitement and our culture as well.
Canada is a multicultural country, so we're trying to bring our products so everybody can experience.
The Retail Incubator program is presented by RBC.
It's been truly heartwarming to see how much the entrepreneurs can accomplish in such a short period of time.
Each entrepreneur sharing their story and business vision with visitors to the Byward Market.
This is a huge opportunity for me and my business.
Peter Sperling, CTV News.
Well, speaking of pedestrian-friendly shopping, here's some local history for you. It was on this day in 1960 when Spark Street was transformed into a temporary pedestrian mall for the summer. Now 66 years old, the Historical Society of Ottawa says Spark Street was a pedestrian mall for 6 summers and then became a permanent pedestrian area right near Parliament Hill during the Canadian Centennial in 1967.
It starts at the beginning of the driveway and it goes for 100 feet.
Still to come, when orders that can be tracked fall off the digital radar, your consumer alert coming right up.
You're watching CTV News at 5 with Stefan Keys.
Ottawa is always on the move.
We're a big city
with a laid-back vibe.
where foodies love their sweets
and markets bursting with flavor,
wrapped up in waterways
and hot summer days.
This is a city where culture is on display
and the future
meets the past,
where people come together.
Always proud,
often loud,
and positively the best place to live.
We move with you, Ottawa!
Welcome back. Shopping online and having packages delivered is part of our lives now, and most items arrive at your door without any problems. But what if you have a delivery that goes off track? Here's CTV's Pat Foran.
So the whole yard was torn up.
David Crory and Neil Thompson have a home in Stony Creek. This is what their lawn looks like now, but back in March, a delivery driver missed their driveway and ended up getting stuck in their front yard, leaving massive ruts behind.
When we pulled into the driveway, it looked like there had been a monster truck rally on our property. We had a Amazon delivery gone wrong.
Thompson says they were shocked by what they saw, especially since they put in a new driveway last year and had the entire area landscaped with fresh sod.
It starts at the beginning of the driveway and it goes for 100 feet, and it's anywhere from 8 to 12 feet wide.
The delivery driver didn't leave a note, but a neighbor who saw what was happening snapped a photo. Even though they ordered from Amazon, their package was dropped off by a different company.
One of my drivers did the damage. And he says, don't worry about it. We've called Amazon. They'll take care of it.
Amazon Canada told CTV News the driver is a delivery associate, not an Amazon employee or independent contractor. We've apologized to the customer, and the delivery partner is working directly with them to resolve the matter. Crory and Thompson say they've had to deal with an insurance company in New Jersey. They got 2 estimates to repair the damage. The lowest came in at $3,900. The insurance company countered with a repair offer of $1,200 and said that's the most it's willing to pay.
I think the goal is they just want the customers to sit back and accept what they're giving us. And it's just not right. Just not right. So we want Amazon to pay the full price.
Both sides remain at a stalemate, and now Crory and Thompson have contacted their home insurance company. They don't want to make a claim, but do want their property restored to the way it was before their delivery gone wrong. Pat Foran, CTV News.
In more consumer news, the average income required to buy a new home in Ottawa increased more than $3,000 last month. RateHub.ca says housing affordability decreased in Ottawa and 11 other cities in Canada in April as housing prices increased and mortgage rates jumped. Ottawa home buyers needed to earn $135,000 in April to buy an average-priced home.
We have 17 kilometers of fencing that goes on at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve.
A seasonal need for speed is setting up in Montreal, and the nearby metropolis is expecting visitors from around the world. Stay with us.
The National Capital Region is jam-packed with incredible experiences you don't want to miss. Hey, it's Tanea Taylor, your iHeartRadio Weekender, powered by Barhaven Ford. Get the inside scoop on all the biggest and best events every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday on CTV, Move 100, Pure Country 94, TSN 1200, and News Talk 580 CFRA. iHeartRadio Weekenders is powered by Barhaven Ford. Find your wild. More Bronco sports, more ways to roam this summer.
Here's another live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. It is 12 degrees out there right now, and here's Jackie with tonight's final check on the weather. And Jackie, I'm telling you, it feels a little cooler than 12.
I mean, you're seeing 12 right now. You're not going to love what tomorrow's wake-up weather is going to be. Yes, folks, that says 4 degrees. The good news is mainly sunny skies. We're warming up to about 15 degrees. Friday will be much better, 19 degrees, but we are in for another overnight low of about 3 degrees going into Friday. The good news is Saturday, Sunday, we might see a chance of showers moving through. However, by the time Monday and Tuesday roll around, we'll be back into that 26-degree temperature. Stefan.
Thank you, Jackie. Finally, for us tonight, the finishing touches are underway in Montreal for this weekend's Canadian Grand Prix.
We have 17 kilometers of fencing that goes on at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. We also have 200,000 square feet of structures that are built off of scaffolding.
It's the only Canadian stop on the calendar for Formula One. There is a sprint race on Saturday with the main race on Sunday, along with races for the F1 Academy and Formula 2. Last year, more than 350,000 fans visited the track for race weekend. And that is CTV News for this Wednesday, May 20th. CTV News continues online anytime with our digital team keeping you up to date at ctvnewsottawa.ca. You can also watch our newscast live on the CTV News app, and for news on the go, listen to News Talk Radio 580 CFRA. For all of us here at CTV News, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful night and stay safe.